Yo, welcome to the channel. So YoNo Gaming are back with yet another video. So in today's video, we got a little controversial tier list going on. So today's video, we are ranking ARC YouTubers based on like likability and just overall watchable, just kind of like everything. Their PvP, their likability, can I watch them? Are they chill? Is their content good? Edited? All of that. So we got everything into pretty much one video. We are doing the tier list over on the Fat Stuffs channel as well of just strictly PvP. So the list is going to look a lot different and we're just talking about their PvP ability. But with that being said, make sure you guys check out YoNo Arc. YoNo Arc is a Windows 10 and Xbox server that literally just wiped yesterday. So check it out. The link for that will be in the description and in the video. And remember, all of these in this video is just our opinions. No hate on all the people in these videos. It's all for the laughs and, it's just our opinions. With that being said, like the video and hopefully you enjoy the tier list. Alright, so the first one we're going to rank, Apex. You don't even know Apex, do you?
I don't know Apex well enough, so I would have to put him in the have not watched
I've
category.
watched enough Apex, so I'm gonna rank him. So pretty much back in the day, he's like an OG ARC YouTuber. He uploaded a lot more back in the day. Then he took a break, and I feel like that wasn't good for his channel for like ARC because he tried to switch games and stuff. But from what I've seen, I would give him probably a B. Like he was like back in the day, he was playing like official and things. Um, but yeah, he's like overall his content, like his PvP was pretty good. He knew the game, so I'd say, and his content was enjoyable. He wasn't screaming and being obnoxious all the time. Oh, okay. So next person, Blur, his dog,
Hmm.
Scooby or whatever his name
Scoops.
is. I
Yeah.
personally, I think I like Blur more than you do. So what's your take on Blur? Where
I do like Blair. I like his I I like his personal connection with the audience. I think that's kind of enjoyable. Like he does talk about like scoops and stuff like that, which I think is cool. I don't watch a ton of solo players. I do enjoy like group content a little bit more. But he's fun. I do enjoy his one-off videos more than like
I do think his
anything
modded and
else.
everything is actually enjoyable to watch. I would personally put him in A, but I know a lot of people probably wouldn't agree with that. But what like where would you rank him?
I would say A or B. I'd be okay with A. I would probably put him B
So
personally, but I
I'll
will
put
be
him
okay
at
with A.
A, but he'll probably be in the back A. So what we'll do is each tier list we'll kind of rank them as well. So when we get more people in here, we'll kind of like
Oh
rank
yeah,
them
then
on the
kind of
tier
yeah.
list. Oh, Chentico.
I personally do like
I
Chantico.
do like him, but I don't think his like editing and all of that is like top tier because this is a tier list based of not just PvP, kind of like everything. So
Yeah,
it's like taking
I
in how enjoyable they are to watch, like their editing, like if they're obnoxiously annoying sometimes. Like so, I would say personally for me, it would be like a B or C.
I'd be okay. Let's go see.
I,
Yeah, because his
I think he
editing's not
would
good.
be at like top of C for me, or near the top probably,
Yeah.
depending.
One thing I think he does better than a lot of YouTubers even on this list is his pacing of a video. There's not a lot of like
Yeah.
lull moments. I do like how his videos kind of move through them pretty at a nice pace.
Yeah, he
But
does space him out pretty well, which I'll give him credit. That's why I think he'd be at the top of C. Now the next
yeah,
one's gonna be controversial because I know you don't you don't care for the person. Okay, I like his editing, but sometimes he is over the top, like obnoxious. He's screaming too much, and I already have kids of my own. I
yeah,
hear
he's the
kids in the
lanky box of ARC YouTubers, man. He screams, he yells, he's obnoxious. He's a fucking child, and he's a grown ass man.
But
I like
I will not take away that he can edit. His content is very well edited. He can
he's
be
always
funny, but he
he
is kind of obnoxious.
he can be funny.
I
His
would
jokes
personally put him in
land.
B or C. That's where I know you want to put him
I
lower,
would
but
D. I'd put him in D. I don't like him. I don't want to watch it. I'm not saying he's a
I
bad
think
person like some
no,
people
like
on
I
this
think
list,
he
but
edits. Like
like
if we're talking like if this was like editing, he would probably be up there with like a Kishko. But it's not just about the editing; it's about like as a person. Like, is he enjoyable to watch? He can be funny. I would put him in B. So it's just compromise. You would just want to put him in C tier
C. C, but after Chantico, C.
after
Yeah.
Chantico.
He's lower than Chantico. He's got to be lower than Chantico. He
I'll
has to
give
be
you
out of these
that.
four YouTubers on top. He has to be the lowest.
Okay, remember this is not us hating the people. We don't hate the people. We're talking about enjoy. This is
No.
our opinion how enjoyable they are to watch. I have kids. I deal with enough screaming and pouting in the background as is. I don't need to watch a grown adult be yelling about everything.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay,
Clayman.
now
I actually love Clayman. I'm not gonna lie.
I do too. Clayman is like I said, I don't subscribe to a ton of ARC YouTubers, but Clayman I do subscribe to and watch probably majority of his videos, especially because he doesn't upload like crazy constantly.
I
Like he's not a everyday YouTuber.
Clayman is really high up. I don't even know if I like who I'd put in S tier. I don't wanna. He's
I would put
definitely A.
I
He's
would put him in S tier. His cinematics, the effort that he puts into like making the video look more like a cinematic than
Yeah,
just
because
footage.
it's definitely like I'm the type that likes to enjoy like a calmer environment, but mixture of PvP. The cinematics are good. You know, I'm gonna throw him up an S because this isn't just based
So
off PvP skills. Because if it was based off PvP only, which we're also gonna do on the Fat Stuff channel, so you definitely go check that out. It's gonna be PvP based only, and this list is gonna be completely switched around. So this is kind of like enjoyable. Like, are they enjoyable to watch? Do they mix it up? Their editing, just everything combined in a YouTuber. So that's why this list is going to look a little different than other people's because it's not just based off the PvP. Because if it was
also
PvP, this would be all switched around.
that would be a little bit different. He's still good at PvP, but also his voice is enjoyable. You know, that's got
Yeah,
to be something you got to talk about when you're watching a YouTuber, right? Like, because you're going to be listening to them fucking blabber on for half an hour. Like, so
yeah.
you want to
His
like hear
videos are
something
his
nice.
videos are a little longer too, and I actually watch them all the way through. So that's another thing to take into accountability. Like I actually watch his videos all the way through. I don't just click off halfway through. The
Yeah, S
next
tier.
one, yeah, the next one is David. I know you don't like know a lot of David, but I will say for PvP, he's actually really good at PvP.
Yeah,
Overall, like I would probably put him in probably B actually. His content is
I'll
very
default to you.
enjoyable. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
think I don't think he's above Apex, but he's up there. Ex
X.
Vivo, he's up there.
I
He's
would say he's very similar to Chantico in editing
I
style,
I think he's
pacing.
personally above Chintico.
I mean, I'm not saying like
I think he would
necessarily,
have
but
to
like
be with
style,
Apex.
style.
Yeah, I think he'd have to be with Apex and David, honestly.
I would agree. I would probably click on an Xvivo video over a Chantico video.
I think he'd be top of B for me, honestly.
Well, considering I don't know either of the people in B, I would agree.
Yes, because he's longer videos. They're still enjoyable. They're edited well. That's pretty much all I could say. He's pretty enjoyable to watch. Now the next one, oh,
Uh, I don't like
okay,
GB7X. His, I'm putting him. I'm jumping on. Just stop already. Just stop
no,
already. No,
no,
when you are okay. Here's my
no,
gripe.
no.
Here's my gripe with him.
Okay, I'll
If
listen to you
you are an
first.
arc, if you are an arc YouTuber that runs your own server, that plays on your own server, in your video day one, you cannot just give yourself capped blueprints and be
Yeah,
like, no, this is fair. This is
that
cool.
is
One, your
controversial.
content is bad. That makes your server bad. Like that makes you
Yeah,
bad. In
and I
my
heard he
opinion, like
has like admin access on his own servers and
and
shit. And you should
he puts it
not.
in his video. Like that's the thing that blows
Yeah.
my mind, right? Like some people are like slimy behind the scenes skunks twonks, but like he is like very open and front about it, which
Okay,
I
okay.
just
So here okay, I will argue. Like, I'm not gonna argue too much with that. I would put him in D. The only reason is because his videos are okay, and I will give him the credit that he is young. He is young, still dumb, and maybe he can like learn from mistakes. Isn't he only like 16, 17? He's still
to
a
be honest,
kid.
I don't know,
I'm
but
pretty sure he's like really young, and like I don't want to tell him just stop already. He's young. He just needs to learn. He should not have admin access. I don't know if he's money hungry or what. He should not
and
have
maybe he's
admin
not
on his.
anymore. To be fair,
It's
it's
been
been
a
a
few
hot minute.
videos and
I
stuff,
was
so
subscribed and then I was seeing that cheeky stuff and I was like, this is like I
I'm
don't like
personally
that. So
I think we should put him in D because he's still young, and I think if he just stops with all the questionable things about his own servers and stuff like having admin access and stuff,
okay.
I think
So
I
he's
do
D
enjoy
tier
some of
with
his
the
content. Yeah.
D tier with the asterisk, just stop the bullshit.
Yeah, yeah, just stop the bullshit. Like, just stop the bullshit. Good old
Oh.
Dizzy though. I like
Okay,
Dizzy,
so
but he does not
I
upload enough. He's not consistent,
I
and
like
his
his
content is all
videos.
over the place. I do
Yeah,
like him though. I
I
really
like
like
him
him.
as a person. I like him as like I enjoy his content. His earlier content, like it wasn't all over the place and it was more series
Yes, but the
based
newer
and
stuff seems to be so spread out and it is kind of all over the place. Like he'll wait 2 weeks to upload another video to the same series, or he'll just randomly start again. And
yeah,
like
so
I like him
he
as a person though, he's up there. But
he's
like as his newer content kind of brings him down because it's kind of all over the place for me.
a- and being a person that's done YouTube for like a while and didn't always take it serious, he seems distracted, right? Like I was young, I was like doing school, just had my first kid, and was trying to do YouTube working full time. Like so, there was like a chunk where I was like distracted, right? And like
I would
content
put him,
reflected that. That's where I feel
yeah,
he is. So
I would
like,
put him in probably with around like
C,
C, like bottom of C.
yeah, yeah, I'm cool with that. I'll flow with that.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
like if he was more consistent and he had more series going, which I know I have to work on that as well. So that's I'll critique myself later on. I'm down there. Goofy Hero. I like Goofy
this
Hero, but
this
he
is
okay, so he reminds me kind of like Xevo. For a while he was doing more of the longer cuts,
mhm,
and I respect his grind. I mean, he had his own cave on what INX,
yeah, I
Goofy
think
Hero Cave.
so.
Like he's really good. Like I feel like his like he's really good at like coming up with plans and stuff for PvP and stuff. I feel like his mindset is really good. His editing is really good. I haven't watched too much of his recent stuff. As a person, he seems pretty laid back. Like he seems so I don't know.
I
That's
don't know.
hard because I haven't
I don't
watched
know
too
how
much of
to.
his new stuff. Like that's just me not having time. I'm not hating on the guy or anything.
Yeah.
I don't have enough time to watch all these ARC YouTubers all the
Well,
time.
that's like a point I want to bring up with Goofy Hero. It's like I enjoy his content. I can't off the top of my head like say this is not something I like about his channel. Yet if I'm looking at a screen full of thumbnails to click on, he's not like the first one I'm going to go to by any means. Like but I don't know
Yeah.
why like I he's good. Like I like it.
Yeah, but
It's
are we really
just
basing it off thumbnails, or is it kind of like the editing of the
no, but
video and the
like no, I
person?
mean
Yeah,
like
I
of
I
him,
get
like
what you
because
mean.
I like I'm looking, I'm like, oh, Clayman posted something. Like if I'm looking at the people we already have up there, right?
But
If I'm looking Clayman, Blur, and then posted, like I'm
I
not clicking
think
on
I
his first.
would watch him just as much as the C tier or over C tier. Honestly, I think I would put him at like the
I put
bottom
him.
of B.
I would put him in B. I would say above Chantico, right? I had critiques of Chantico. I don't really have critiques of Goofy Hero, but I just don't. There's nothing necessarily about him that like really draws me hard to him.
Yeah. Now the next person, I know you don't know. I don't think as much of him. Now, if we're talking a few years ago, easy S tier. I loved Get Jack, like back in the day. I remember he built in the swamp on the little area, but I used to love Get Jacked back in the day. Granted, he took a very long break, and I get it. He was, I think it was like a bartender or something, and he was just enjoying his life. Respect it. He did come back, and his content's still really good. But because like he took a break and just all that time, I couldn't put him in S tier. I think he's honestly A tier in my opinion. I like to get jacked.
I
He's
watched him
chill.
like
I
3 years ago. I was watching his shit and it was good,
I
so
like
I'd be
that he
okay with.
can have a solo video and it still be enjoyable. Like he still talks, you can still like and he's just chilled. Like he PvPs, he knows the game, and I think he's enjoyable to watch. I think I'd put him in A, honestly.
I'm okay with that. Under Blur,
Yeah,
but
under Blur just
because
because how long he's
because
been gone and
consistency, yeah.
consistency. Yeah, I should probably take that into aspect a little bit as well. Now, here's another person that has disappeared from the art community, which I thought was pretty good for a while. Like I thought Green Mohawk, or I guess Green now, thought he was pretty good. He was big at like finding hidden Perlovias and stuff when that was popular back in the day, and getting a bunch of loot on like small tribes. And I thought his content was interesting when he would find the hidden Reapers and stuff. And his editing was pretty good, but he's so inconsistent. He just kind of like disappeared. I would probably put him in C.
I
Uh,
don't know him at all, so
uh
I'll
just
default to you
because he's
again.
gone and like he just doesn't upload anymore. I'll put him at the bottom of C. Now, if he was still uploading, he'd probably be top of C. But now the next person I actually like.
Good
I
old
like
Zavvy.
Xavi. He's stolen everybody's views. He's the top person right now. I'm just messing with, but
I would say right
I
now
think
he
he's
is
good. I think he's
he's
like
one
the
of the
top.
kings.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
shout out to
I enjoy his
Xavi.
videos. He's one of those people who like no one has anything bad to say about him either. right? Because especially like ARC YouTubers, we all talk about each other. We're all in high school still.
Hmm.
And I've never once heard anyone really complain about
Yeah, he
Xavi.
seems like a
It's
really
like,
cool guy, and overall, like his content is enjoyable to watch. Like I am subscribed to Xavi. I do
yeah,
watch
I
his
am too.
content when he does upload. I'd probably he's actually probably in S tier, but I don't know because he hasn't been around long enough too. But at the same
I
time,
would say
like
S tier, but let's make the argument. Is he better than Clayman?
because of his long term, what's that word I'm thinking of? Longevity.
Longevity?
I'm gonna put
Yeah.
him as no, not yet, but he has the potential to be up there. Now, yet maybe in 2 years, if he's still making good content, if he's still doing his thing, then yeah, he could probably be moved up on the list. Now if this was based off PvP, he would not be probably that high up in my opinion, but we'll get to that on your video. Um, Guts the Destroyer, I think that's his name.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
This was
I
another one I don't know.
I used to watch him. I just okay. We have a category I have not watched enough. I'm not gonna like rank a person if I've not watched enough content.
Yeah, I think
Shout
that's
out to
fair.
him, but I've just not watched enough. I watched a few videos. I threw him on here because he is known in the art community. But I just have not watched enough. Oh, yep. Enough said.
Just
Just
okay.
stop,
I'm gonna
man.
throw this out there. Okay. Why? Why with the P Hub intro? Why? Like what like is it supposed to be funny? Is it supposed to be like a gag for like people who are watching it to like make people what is the point of that?
There,
Like
there's
I think it's
also the
really
reason he's
weird.
down there is I have never seen a more scummier person out of all ARC YouTubers. Just the amount of times they've been exposed, the okay of them just dropping the N word, the okay of them just saying the most inappropriate things and just not caring. Money hungry, like that's all he cares about. Like I don't respect him as a human being. And to be honest, I don't think his content's good. I
No.
just he just needs to stop. Like he needs to get his life together and stop being such a I don't even know if I can say douchebag on YouTube anymore, but I'm
Oh, you
saying it.
can, yeah, douche.
Yeah,
Um
stop. Like, just grow up. Like, stop. Like, it's just
just
all
stop already.
scamming and shit. Like, just stop. Like,
Also, just court of public opinion. No one. I've never met anybody that has something nice to say about Tonks,
yeah,
ever.
because he doesn't have a good reputation among the art community. Ask most of these YouTubers, and they will not say anything nice about him.
Yep.
So
Fair
that's just
enough.
my opinion, people. It's my own opinion. If you guys like Twonks, cool. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah. And if
But
you guys don't agree with anything we're saying, leave a comment down below. Let us
yeah,
know.
let us know your
Right?
opinions. Granted, if you're gonna take into consideration that oh this person's better at PvP, don't comment because that's gonna be on Fat Stuff's channel. The
Yeah.
PvP
Come watch
aspect,
that
like
one and
just
comment over
PvP,
there.
yeah, just PvP strictly, like who's a better PvPer. We know this list is gonna be changed around a lot. But
Yeah,
all right,
for
let's
sure.
go into It's You Know. I've watched quite a bit of his things. The thing is with him, I've watched more tutorials, building and stuff. I know he does upload PvP content, but I have not watched enough. I don't know if you've
Um,
watched any PvP. I've watched mainly his
no, I haven't.
tutorials. He has good tutorials and stuff, but I have not watched enough to rank him. I'm
Fair
not
enough.
gonna
I like
because
that.
at least his PvP videos, because he takes a really long break. I feel like he'll like do like 20 tutorials, then he'll upload a couple PvP videos, and I don't think he knows exactly where his lane is or what he wants to do in the art community, or maybe he just wants to do a mix of everything. So I don't really know. So
Yeah, no, fair enough.
I'm not gonna rank him because I'm not sure with his like everything overall, but his building and everything's good.
I like it.
KHZ, I like KHZ.
I
I
really do
actually
too. He's one of the few people I'll watch that actually post like streams and whatnot. Because I
mm-hmm.
usually don't like to watch just like a full stream. Like I'd rather watch like a story, like start to finish. Like I want to see this. But I do enjoy him. He's just for a young kid. He's really chill, pretty mature.
Yeah,
Like
I would put him pretty high up, probably like a B or an A. Honestly, I
I would
really
say I would say yeah, let's go B. I like B. I kind of
where
like
at? I think he's like either in front or behind Xevo.
let's put him in front. I like him.
Yeah, I think he's pretty high up. Oh, maybe not.
To
Maybe you're
be
not allowed up. Oh, there we go. Maybe it was not meant to be, but yeah, I think like for I think he's pretty young and like I feel like he's consistent He's always making good content, so that's a thing too. He's really consistent, so we'll
Yeah,
give it to
yeah, I
him.
like consistency.
Now, moving on to the next person that's not very.
Going from consistency to consistency.
Now, if we're talking 5 years ago, clearly top of S.
Top, I mean,
I
oh,
still
hello,
think
friend.
I
Hello,
still
friend.
think he's S tier. I still think he's S tier. He did come back with a banger video, but like he just left
I
us
would put
hanging
him
way too long. He's at like I probably
if
bottom at S or maybe in between.
you know, I'm gonna argue here with you. I would put him as if he came back. If he actually like came back and was like
Well, he's
posting, I don't care if
uploaded
it's like
one video.
that
Is
was
he?
3 weeks ago from the date of recording this. That's
Well,
3 weeks with nothing.
even if he gave one long video a month, I think I'd be happy. Like one
I
hour video a month at least.
Yeah, but I'm not the person that's gonna click on an hour video. So if I'm
Yeah,
arguing, that's not what I want. I liked when he had like his like 20,
his
30
like
minute
actual
videos every once
series.
in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah, like because
and
his
not to
series were
mention
great,
he's
very
good at
coherent.
editing. He's
He's
really
good
good
at
at PvP.
PvP.
Yeah, like he's like
Like, and
top of
that's not the only,
PvP.
but like being good at PvP makes your content more enjoyable. Like you don't have to be great at PvP to have great content. You know, I would
I,
argue
uh,
like Blur's not great at PvP and he's A tier. He's our top A
yeah,
tier.
just because he's
But
enjoyable. Yeah, he's really enjoyable to watch. Kishko's enjoyable, but I wish
I
he was
will
more
put him
consistent.
as tier, but it has to be behind Zavi.
Yeah, he's gonna be bottom for now. I know a lot of people's about to yell at us, but he's just not. He's not back yet. I
Hey,
need to
hey,
see.
whoever is upset with that, okay, you're lucky he made it into S tier. I was about to put his ass in A tier, okay?
Nah, I would have put him in S tier just because he is the goat. But like, where's the videos, man? You left everybody
Where's the
hanging.
love for your fan base?
Yeah. Now the next one,
I
uh,
like, okay,
I'm putting
Curtis, man.
Curtis in S tier, man. I love
Yeah, no, I
Curtis.
won't even argue with that.
Shout out Curtis, man.
I don't watch a lot of small tribe YouTubers that only do like small tribes, but Curtis is one of the few that I will
And he
watch.
uploads daily with like really good videos. Like they're always like really nice. I mean,
Yeah, I'm never like I
they're
never
not
catch
edited
myself shutting
insanely.
his.
They're not like
Yeah.
really hardly edited, but like just like him talking, him communicating, like it's always really good. Like I don't know. His videos just don't need much editing. They're
Yeah,
just
right. Like
like they're
if you're
laid back, they're chill.
comparing it to let's say like Clayman, right, who is heavily edited, very cinematic, which is super enjoyable. I like Curtis's more laid back, like more of like a let's play kind of style versus like an arc movie style.
Mm-hmm. So where are
Uh
we putting him in S tier though?
I would argue
I
above Zavi.
Yeah, I don't know if he's in front of Clayman though.
Ah, la, la. That's a tough one to be honest. I don't know.
I'm gonna put him behind because I think Clayman puts more editing and effort. Even though I do agree the longer videos sometimes are not it, but like for the editing and just the amount of work put into a video, I think Clayman should still be above. Because
Okay.
sometimes I do feel like Curtis will just record, just put a couple little cuts, and his videos are done. So like for like the respect of how much Clayman puts in a video, I'm gonna leave him above. I think
Okay.
that.
Yeah, no, I think
Oh,
that's
good
fair.
old Major. I like Major as a person.
I like
Okay,
Major's old
here's the
content,
yeah,
but
his
since he's come
newer
back,
stuff
eh,
is I feel like no offense, Major. I love you as a person. Like content, everything seemed to be like good back then, but I feel like he's gave up. Like, does that make sense?
yeah,
Like
I
his
don't want to
new
be
stuff feels
rude, but
like
it
he
feels
gave
low
up
effort.
on. Yeah, I think he
Comparative.
doesn't have the drive with art. Granted, a lot of us get it. A lot of us just kind of
We're
like,
all on the
okay,
struggle bus right now with
yeah.
ASA, but
But like his new stuff, just like his last couple videos, just haven't been that for me. Like I haven't even. I'm gonna be honest. I only watched a couple
it's a
minutes and I
click
clicked
off.
off.
It's yeah.
Like
Where
I,
though? Bottom C, top D. He's definitely above GB. I have to put him above GB.
I would put him in above
He's between
GB.
GB and AE. Somewhere in between those two is where he is. He's not
I,
as good as AE in my opinion.
yeah, I would put him there probably, like right above GB and D for now. We can always move him around when we're done. But
Yeah, okay.
for now, I'll put
I
him
like that.
there.
It feels
Meg
right.
OP. He doesn't. I don't even
Hmm.
think he uploads anymore.
When
He just kind of
I
disappeared.
I have watched a
He
decent
reminds me of a
amount.
mixture of like Chintico, a Dizzy, and Major. He's kind of like on their vibes. I do think his editing
Yeah.
might have been better than Major, if I remember.
I have more subs than Mech OP?
Yeah. Yeah, you're
What?
getting there. You're getting there.
Yeah,
Don't.
he hasn't posted in 6 months.
So for that, we're gonna put him bottom of D. Come on, come back,
But
buddy. Well,
looking back,
no. Well, what's his old content like? I don't want to just throw him in D. Like,
no, I like it because I'm looking back, like his first page going down. I've watched every one of those videos, but
he seems to be pretty laid
I'm
back too.
subscribed too. I am. I kind of forgot about him a little bit, to be honest,
Cause
because yeah, it's 6 months.
he doesn't upload very often.
That's a lifetime in YouTube.
So like, is he bottom of D, top of D,
Let's
C?
go. I have to put him above Major. Let's put him C. Somewhere near Green
Bottom.
Mohawk,
I would put
before
him
or
at
after.
bottom.
Yeah,
Green is
I don't know.
definitely better. Yeah.
Okay.
N-
Yeah, I don't know Green, so
Okay,
just
so
stop.
okay, no, no,
Sorry.
okay, no, like okay. I mean, like I've talked to him. He seems really cool, and I think his content's good, decent. But I also do not like the fact that he did, like, from what my understanding, it could be wrong, fake a few videos. That loses a lot of credibility. Don't fake your
Yeah,
videos, man. Get
I
that.
mean, I don't want to play teams, but I really like, we haven't got to him yet, but Caesar, I actually really enjoy him, and some of the things he brought up in their little controversial little video, maybe just really questioning him in. And I
Yeah,
really
but
wasn't a
I've
huge fan of
also
him to begin
seen
with.
people make a few of those videos on Caesar and expose him a little bit too. I don't
Well,
know.
yeah.
Granted, this is all he and she said. There's
Yeah,
only
he's
there's only certain things we know that's true, and the only reason Twonk is down and just up already is because I know from firsthand experience a lot of that shit's true.
I didn't
So
like the way Inaman handled the controversy. Right, even if it's fake, right? And I'm not saying who was right in that, but he was just very crass about how he went about handling. Instead of being like, "Hey, this is my
and another
side.
thing
These
is,
are my
what's
points," it
up
got
with deleting
personal.
your videos? Why do you delete all his videos?
He deleted all of his videos?
Except for like 3.
Seriously?
Yeah, and
How did
I
that
actually I
happen?
thought his videos are pretty good, but whether he faked it or not, like it just he has a lot of controversial around his name.
Wait, all
And
of it?
go
Re?
back to his channel. Like he's deleted
I'm
a
jumping
lot of
back.
videos, man. He's deleted a
Oh
lot.
shit. Yeah, he's got a couple from a couple years
I think he
ago.
kept some of
Yeah.
his bigger videos or something. I don't know.
No,
I
not even
wouldn't.
bigger videos. I mean, he 500K, 200K, 200K. That's not bad, but that's not
Oh yeah, because he has some
great.
million. I don't know.
Yeah,
I would not put him in just stop it already. Honestly, he's above GBX7.
I'm not saying I have to be stop it, but
I
this is
think
that's
he's better
right.
than.
That's a red flag, brother. If you have to go and delete
I
that
would
much
put him in
content.
C, but like the controversial, I don't know. Like as content wise, if I'm basing it off that, if he didn't fake it, he'd be probably in C. But with
I'll put
him,
him
like
C.
where at though?
Yeah.
I think I'd put him above Mech and probably above Green. I think that's fair.
Okay. Sure.
Just
Sure.
because he's
Yeah.
still, well, he was still
Look at,
uploading.
he looks disappointed in his picture too. Look at, he's
Like,
disappointed
I'm
in
sorry,
himself.
man. There's just too much controversial right now. I don't understand what's going on. Merosity, he's moving up a lot for me. I actually
Yeah.
have been really enjoying his content. I think I'll get right into it. I think he's B tier.
Yeah. And his content, I would argue, from when he first started to, is progressively getting better.
Yes, yeah.
It's I yeah, I have no real huge
I would
critiques.
probably put him. Okay, I already see something wrong with my list in B tier.
What's wrong with B tier?
I don't think Apex is above Goofy Hero.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
And actually, because I did say we're taking in consideration editing and just everything like
Yeah.
enjoyability. If this was PvP, David would be up there, but I think that looks much better because David, from what I've seen, is like insanely good at PvP. I don't think his editing and everything and enjoyability overall is better than those people I put in front of him. I gotta
Well,
remember this isn't just based off PvP.
I'm
Actually,
also just gonna
Merosity might be better than I don't.
well, I agree with this right here because I don't know the last two, so you put the four people I know in front of them, so that makes a lot of sense to me. But no, but I like it. I think KHZ is better than Xebo. I think Xebo is a little better than Goofy Hero. I think Goofy Hero is a little bit better than Merosity.
Yeah. And you also, I think
Very
Goofy Hero
similar,
and them
but
have been around a lot longer than Morosity. I feel like
yeah.
Morosity is
He's
like
on the
up and
climb
coming.
though. He's one to like keep your eye on, right? Like he's
Yes.
definitely going to be one that's going to be doing something.
Okay, so the next person, I don't know if you know much of him. I really liked him back in the day, and I hope everything is going good with his dad and all of that. Hopefully, all that's well. I remember something happened where his dad got really sick, and he had to fly back out of state, I think wherever to, and he had to take care of his dad. So he kind of stopped YouTube. So hopefully everything's good with that. Hopefully he does make a return. I really like Montage Gaming. I think he's up there with like he reminds me of like a
Oh
Blur
yeah,
and a
yeah.
Get Jacked. Because he was kind of like blowed up around the time with Get Jacked. I would put
Yeah, I
Muntage and Get Jacked
do.
around the same area because they're kind of like they're both enjoyable to watch. Muntage sometimes got a little like mad at people, like sometimes he'd yell, but like I think he's really enjoyable, and I do hope I like if it's true, but I think from my understanding he did put out a tweet or something not too long ago saying that he was just his dad got sick and everything, and that's why he's kind of disappeared.
Bottom A
Um,
tier.
but yeah, I think he's for sure A tier.
I do remember watching back in the day. I didn't realize the back stuff with his dad, but I did enjoy
Yeah,
it. I
because I'm
would
not gonna
say it
lie,
was really
I kind of
enjoyable.
missed the guy uploading and everything, and I kind of looked into it, and I seen that people were like shared a tweet or something where he finally got back with people and said he was just kind of taking
And
care of
and
his
the
dad and everything, and
and the fact that you take the effort to look would automatically make him like above
yeah,
someone like
cause
Mech, right? That just like dropped off, and you're just like,
yeah,
oh yeah, that guy a little bit. Where that
yeah,
one was like he
cause
dropped off, and you're like,
Muntage was one of
oof.
my favorite people to watch back then. Same with like Get Jacked and all of them, like so I gotta respect it, and I gotta at least put him in A tier.
Yeah, I agree. I like that.
Um,
Road
uh,
to Derp.
yeah.
I would say he's
He's insanely
similar.
good. Like I will say
I,
that he seems really good at the game. But
I would
like,
say though, like watchability, very similar to Goofy.
yeah, I would say he's definitely in B tier. But like, where? I would say he's I'd say he's maybe in front of Morosity right
Yeah, I'd
now.
go between Goofy and Morosity just because he's got the
He
consistency.
has the
He's been
consistency. He
there
has
for a
the
while.
editing. Yeah, he has a little bit
Yeah,
of everything.
nothing against Morosity. Like I said, like he's growing. He's just
Yeah,
like he's
Veracity,
on
I
his
feel
way.
like
But
could be up there with Xavier one of these days because they make both kind of similar content. They're both really
yeah,
good, and so Rev PvP I think is this person's name. I have watched them a few times.
I haven't watched him enough.
They were from the like two videos I watched. I'd probably put them in C or B, but just because I have not watched anything new or haven't kept up, I'm gonna put them and have not watched enough. And again, this is
Asterisk
no hate.
B.
This is no hate to any of them.
No, that's we don't want to
I
make an
just have
opinion
too
if we don't
many
know.
YouTubers to watch. Don't have enough time. That's all that is. Caesar.
I do like Caesar. I would not put him A tier. I would put him
He's
B, but I would put him high B.
Wow, I would not.
I would. I like him.
He is definitely not better than a KHC Goofy here. He's not better than Morosity or David. He might be better than Apex. That's my opinion.
If we keep him B, I would
Okay, because
agree.
you also got to think he has a lot of controversial around his name too. Whether any of that's true or not, we can't put Imian down in C because of that, and then not take that into
Oh,
account.
sure. Put him with
Because
Amian.
is
You
it?
know what? They belong together.
Because is
Just put them
it?
together.
Yeah,
Just put them together.
y'all
I'm just gonna leave
y'all
that.
gotta figure your stuff
Look at
out.
they're looking at each other.
Y'all need to
They're
figure
figuring it
it
out.
out. Y'all would be higher up if there wasn't so much going on. Like I just don't know what to believe, what's true. Like just figure your stuff out and then we'll talk.
I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I mix up Caesar and Shockist. I really like Shockist,
Yeah.
not Caesar.
Oh,
Caesar's okay.
Shock is a.
That's
Just wait.
okay.
Okay, I'll save it for your
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
But when it comes to the PvP aspect, yeah, I'll say it over there.
I
There's a
apologize, Shockist, for mixing you up with Caesar,
Yeah,
but
that's a no, I can't say that's a disgrace, but it's just like
it is
that's
a
wrong.
disgrace. I apologize.
Shade in the Shadow. If we're talking old content, A tier. If we're talking newer stuff, I feel like he's losing interest in the game. Granted, he has had a lot of things with wildcard banning him and stuff. Oh wait, I just realized somebody is not on here. HUD Gaming, or isn't that HUD Gaming?
Oh,
Oh
HOD.
yeah, he's
Okay,
Okay, I
we're
apologize that he's not on the tier list, but I'd probably put him in like B, like top of
you
B,
know
near
what? We're
top.
gonna put Shane and HOD together. We're gonna
Yeah,
combo
because
them.
they kind of both have issues with wildcard. They always getting banned for just, it seems like not their fault. It's just wildcard don't like to get exposed. Even whether it's wildcard, whoever it is, they always seem to get the bad end of the stick. But overall, their content, especially back in the day, was really good. Their newer stuff, I feel like they're losing interest in Arc, which everybody does in a way. I would probably put them in B.
Yeah,
They're definitely better than everybody in C over watchability.
I would say I would click them over Road to Derp.
Yeah, I'd probably put
That's
him
where I would.
right there. Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
so weird seeing Bam there, but I mean, look, I think it's because we have kids. We deal with screaming too much.
Hey,
I,
and
I
if we don't
really,
have a couple controversial opinions, what's the point?
yeah, I know people's like Bam's not S tier, he's not A tier. No, the
No, he's
most I would bring him up to is a B tier for me. That's like
he's
the
C or
top.
T C tier because I can barely stand him. C for can barely stand him. It's his personality. He's probably a great guy, but like his personality. Shockist.
Yeah, shockest.
I would say A. I
I
would
would say
say A.
bottom at A, in
I'm
my
okay with that.
opinion.
I'm gonna say about like the same amount I would click on a Blur video.
His game sense is really good. He knows what to do. He edits, he puts an effort into his videos. Granted, does he upload very much anymore? I don't think so, but neither
He's
does like
slowing down a
Montage.
little bit,
Montage
but
kind of took time. Montage hasn't
and get
uploaded in a long
jacked,
time.
not
So
as much.
yeah. So I guess
So
that's only right. We'll put him at the bottom. Now if this was PvP based, instantly
who
up. But
who's this
that's
one?
Simplex.
Oh, Simplex. Yeah.
And even if we're not just basing it off PvP, even overall, I still think he's A tier.
I would agree A tier. Yeah, I like Simplex
I
a lot.
think this is like it's kind of like I'm gonna put him in here because didn't he stop uploading, or am I getting these two mixed up? They're both really good. One of them have not been uploading very often,
I think Simplex is not
so
uploading
I'm gonna put
nearly
him
as
at the
much.
bottom just that because I really enjoyed him back in the day, and he like just like these two together, their game sense is really good, their PvP is really good, and their content overall is enjoyable to watch. So I'm gonna leave him up there. I'm just gonna put him at the bottom. Okay, so the next person, Fat Stuff has a different opinion than me. But
Okay,
I
so
would
I'm gonna
probably
go.
put him in
No,
B.
I'm going story time first. Oh, fuck
Okay.
that. Fuck
Okay,
that.
you do
Just
your
stop,
story
Sinza.
time.
So this was before I was like, I would barely. This was like when Crystal Isles came out, right? So like a hot ass minute ago,
Get your
I was playing it.
popcorn.
Yeah, I was playing MTS, right? And I just went in. And I was like, you know what? I wanted to get some like group content, right? Because I was doing a lot of like solo, but I was trying to do more PvP at that time, less tutorials. So I found that guy, and he was like, okay, yeah, join my tribe. So I joined up, and he had three other people with him, and he had a spreadsheet of how much things you had to farm every day in like a group of two, and if you didn't meet his requirements, like you were instantly cut off from the tribe. And he was like yelling and screaming at people. He brought in a new guy who was by himself, and like it was an odd number, so he didn't have his partner to help farm, and he like didn't reach his farm requirement barely, and which is MTS, it's like a grind to it, and he wanted like 500 Ellie like every 2 days and shit. Like he was like wanting like a
That's
crazy amount of
crazy.
shit, and he like flipped out at this guy for not getting his farm and kicked him. And like he was by himself, and like he didn't do shit for the tribe. He didn't farm. He didn't do anything. So it was like, I am your like boss, and like you
Yeah.
do everything I say, or I'm gonna like lose. I haven't had like real bosses yell at me like the way that guy yelled at people.
Yeah,
And I don't
that's
like his
just
content.
crazy.
I just don't like his
I
content.
would personally put him in C.
He can't be above Bam. Bam is crazy, but
I would
his
put,
videos
well,
are
because
good.
the only reason I would put him in C is because yes, I have realized he gets mad, he gets angry, which is a little just ridiculous. It's a dinosaur game, but I can't take the credibility that he can play the game really good when he does play, and his not edited too bad. And same with like Imean and Caesar, they're all controversial, so I think we should just put them all
Yeah, but he
together.
pissed me off personally.
See, he's never
I
pissed
have
me
that
off, including
personal.
other people that's watched. So just because it's like personal with you, granted, that's true. That is really,
Also,
really,
I mean, how shady is it to make your contents off the back of other people? I don't think that's
yeah.
cool. right? That's just as bad as faking it, in my opinion, right? Like you're not doing the
Okay,
work. You're
we'll put it down here.
yeah, that a boy. Yeah, I'll put him above or below GB. I'll put GB up there. Like at least he's upfront about his bullshit. Like he put it in his video. At least he's not
Yeah,
hiding it. Sinza hides his bullshit.
yeah. Oh shit, who's this?
I have no idea who is that.
Who is that?
Did-
Who
haven't
is
watched
that?
enough if we can't remember. I'm serious. I don't know, man. I have
I'm
zero
trying to
clue.
think. Who the
Did I send you that one?
Oh, Six Shadows. Six Shadows. How could I forget?
Oh,
He just
Six
doesn't upload
Shadows.
anymore, I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. No.
I
Okay.
would personally put him in probably like near the top of
B. Yeah. No. I
B.
like it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I didn't recognize his
His
logo.
logo, yeah, it was throwing
It's
me
kind of
off.
generic. I'm sorry. Like
I don't
it's
think he's
cool,
as
but
good
it's
as XH. I think he's between like Goofy Hero and Exivo, or maybe above. I don't know.
uh.
He's because he doesn't upload
Yeah.
anymore.
Right
But
there.
he
Yeah.
was,
Yeah. Right there.
he would
I
probably be up here if he was still uploading.
I think he's more enjoyable than Fibo,
Now the
just a
next
little bit.
one, I know you said you didn't know much of. Scum. He's a
Nah.
cool guy. I like Scum. I'd probably put him in B tier. I think overall PvP is really good. His content, his consistency. I think he's uploading like every day or every other day right now. So I think overall just enjoyability. I know he has his own band too. He's like, I think he does like a rock or something. Which shout out to
Oh
him. He's
hell
like doing
yeah!
his own thing. I think personally, I would put him probably either before or after David. Um,
Considering I don't know either of them, you go for it. I put him no, put him above David because he does music, and you know me, I'm
yes.
obsessed with music.
Okay, Stubby, I think is his name.
I,
I
I've
like him as
watched
a
a
person. He's
few.
funny. I think he does a lot of tutorials now, though. I don't
Yeah,
know how much PvP he's doing. If I was basing it off the PvP aspect, I'd probably put him in like B or C, but because he's doing a lot of tutorials, I haven't watched enough PvP from him, so I'm gonna put him there.
I'm okay with that.
I haven't watched enough PvP or like just like videos in general that weren't tutorials because I'm not taking all the tutorials into like account for this. I like
Yeah,
Nookie Bear. Nookie Bear is good. I wouldn't put him like he's around Chantico, I think.
yeah, I would
I feel
put
like he's
him.
after Bam though, because
Yeah, I want to give Bam a little more credit. He annoys me,
I
and
honestly
personally, I don't like
think
his
Bam
con.
should go to B, but it feels
I,
weird. It really does. It doesn't look right. Because like okay,
fine,
no,
fine.
person wise, yes, he yells too much, but like the editing and stuff is pretty top tier.
I can't enjoy his editing because his screaming gives me a headache, and I shut off his fucking video.
Yeah, he
But I'm
streams a
not saying
little
it's
too
not
much.
good. I'm not saying
I
like
okay, we
it.
should at least do that. Whether it's like he could be at the bottom. I think
That's
that looks
fine.
like better because it looks so weird having him down in
Yeah,
C.
you let me put him in C tier for half the video, so I'm okay with that.
Is a Dizzy better than Dookie Bear though?
They're similar. If like you could put them like stacked on top of each other, I probably would.
Just out of respect, I think I'm gonna do that because I haven't seen enough Nookie Bear to put
Yeah.
him above a Dizzy. I've seen enough to rank him, but
Also, a Dizzy's still pretty new.
this
Yeah. I
guy.
mean,
Okay,
Tyler, this is for you. If you
this
don't
is for
watch
you,
this video,
Tyler.
fuck you.
His
You enjoy this.
content is good. I clicked on a few things. I don't watch him though, and I think he's Spanish. So shout out to that Spanish. Shout out to the Spanish people, but I can't understand him. So I
I
don't watch his videos. So I'm just gonna put him there. I don't watch enough.
if YouTube had like better subtitling, and also with like Let's Plays, I can't watch subtitled. Like I watch movies with subtitles. I like watching movies
Yeah,
like in
like
different
Godzilla
languages.
and stuff. Like I like
Oh yeah,
watching the
Godzilla
Godzillas and
minus one.
stuff.
I want to
Yeah.
watch that one so bad, even if it's not English. But like YouTube, I have a harder time with that. So, but
Yep.
I'm not gonna say he's bad because of that. Okay,
All right,
Vindactor
Vindactor.
is
I would
probably
go A or S. Honestly, I
he
like
was
Vindactor. Back in the day,
he.
instant S. Lately, I don't know. I don't know if he's uploaded very often anymore.
No, no, I don't think he's like an ASA at all.
I would probably put him near the
But
top of A or even bottom S.
I would have to say S. He was the first YouTuber I really subscribed to
Yeah.
watch Arc. His like solo, he's like probably my favorite
Yeah, and
solo
he was
Arc
always like
YouTuber.
sneaking into these big caves. I remember I watched a
He's really
Scorcher video where he
smart.
would get into like a church cave. He got in there and took loot and just kind of like dipped and stuff. Like
Yeah.
he's like he
The
seems
way he
very
plays
smart.
is so unique to everybody else. I would have to argue too. Like he doesn't do just like the classic like claim in big tribe raids. Like he's
Yeah.
very like just does the things in really bizarre and unique ways, but always turns out very entertaining.
Yeah, so I think he deserves. I will put him at the bottom of S tier right now because overall, I think Kishko makes more editing videos, and they're both not consistent right now. So I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, overall I like
Viper.
Ichigo more, so blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
He's
Viper.
starting
I
to
don't
annoy
think.
me. His
Yeah,
content
like
wasn't bad, but then there's something that was just like,
he he also seems like one of those guys that gets too mad about the game. It's a dinosaur game.
yeah,
I started to realize he's always screaming and getting mad about stuff. Granted, his content wasn't bad, but also I don't think he even uploads anymore. Or if he
yeah,
does, it's not very often. I would probably put him maybe top a D or maybe
yeah,
like
that's
in
fine.
between major
Yeah,
and
let's put him below major. Let's
yeah,
put him
because
below
majors I
major.
like major more.
Major just needs to step
Vitality.
it up.
I like
Okay,
Vitality. I do like
I've had
Vitality.
conversations with Vitality. He's actually a really nice guy.
Yeah,
He's an Aussie. I like his
I
content, but
and I
again, he's also been not consistent though.
yeah, and like I do like when he builds. He has been unique with like the Mosasaur and Plesiosaur platform builds and the Quetzals. Like he does different things that I do enjoy watching. But his consistency lately has brought him down a lot. I think he's still either A or B though for sure because he puts decent
I would
amount of
put him
editing
below
and
Blur, but
he's up
with
and
Blur.
coming. I
Yeah, because he's
definitely
still
don't think
younger.
he's above Get Jack Muntage.
Oh, I mean, I'd be okay with putting him below those two.
Or actually, even I think he would actually be bottom of A, honestly, because of his consistency and he hasn't like longevity. He has not been around long enough. You got to think some of these people were going for years and they were still having really good content. Him, I think he just recently started within a year.
Yeah, he's
So we
pretty
need to
new
see
still.
longevity and we need to see like does his stuff still hold up in a year or two? Is it still
There you
good
go.
content? So I think out of respect for some of these other people, especially like Shakist and stuff, he'll go at like the bottom. Oh no, but we have KHZ.
I think he's below Vitality, I would say. Not much, but like just the next person down.
See, these
That
tier lists are always hard because then I start taking other things into consideration. But
well,
I gotta think overall, no
we got
PvP, just like overall, like PvP and everything combined is what I need to think about. So yeah, I think that's right. I think
two more, and then we'll revisit the list. We'll go top
um
to bottom and kind of
so
go through.
now we're going with fat
Okay.
stuff.
If I'm throwing myself out there, I'm not the most consistent. It's been a lot better.
Okay, so your thing is you're either tutorials or you're not. So it's like so lately with your PvP, I'd put you higher up, but maybe in the past because it was like so mixed up, you'd have like
my
10
content was all over the
tutorials
place.
and then one PvP video, then 10
Yeah, yeah, no,
tutorials.
that's
Back then, I would probably put you in C. Lately, though, I think I'd put you in B or top of C.
I would put myself in I would put myself in C. If I'm just being
I
like
I,
100, I
I
would put
think
myself
you're top of
below.
C.
I would put myself below A Dizzy. Personally,
No.
I think
No, because you gotta think
he
out of enjoyability. But I guess this is me being controversial because I actually watched some of your videos. I think you're enjoyable to watch. You're laid back, and that's a big thing. Just being laid back, chilled. You and Tico are like there, so I don't know, but I don't think you're below a Dizzy at all.
no, fair
Like
enough. I'll let you,
not for enjoyability.
it,
See, you could
you can
take
place
over.
me. I'm
You
cool
could
with
take over.
that.
Yeah, you could take over the next one when we're on your channel doing the PvP. You can place me wherever. Now for me, there we go.
No, no. So
No, okay.
this
If I'm being honest, okay. If I'm being
no,
honest,
no,
for
not
my
in just
no. I
stop.
was trying to drag me back down there. If I'm being honest, for me, I would like personally because I feel like I'm still pretty consistent. I try to upload every day or every other day. Um, I still think I put a decent amount of editing, and I think for me because we're combining everything, I have a good mixture. I have PvP, I have building, raising babies. I just have like everything mixed. So if we're talking about that, I would be maybe. Up here in C or bottom of B. I'm definitely not
So
above Bam.
let me help you place you because that's always makes it harder having to place yourself.
Yeah, I don't like
So
trying to.
if I
So
am so before I knew you, right? Because we've only been like making content and really talking. Like we've chatted before, like in passing, kind of like I've done with some of the other YouTubers, but like only been
yeah,
playing together what like maybe a month,
yeah, month or two. Like
maybe.
yeah,
But like if so prior to that, if I am being honest, if I would have to like if I'm talking about who I'm watching alongside with these people, like you would be probably right with KHZ.
Oh, I'm
On all these
not.
people. No, I no, but this is like I'm just talking like who I was watching. Like before I knew you
See,
even,
I
I would
respect
click
that.
I would click on you about the same rate as I would Xfibo and KHC. That's where I was with your content because you are that more chilled, laid back, and that's the kind of like right. Your style reminds me of that Vitality kind of more just like chilled, laid back
Hmm.
style. So I would put you somewhere
Um.
between. I'm going to give you a range between KHC and Shane. Those
Ooh.
are the people I would probably be clicking on
See,
you
but
with.
I'll respect the B tier, but I'm putting me in. I'm not better than any of these guys.
You're better
Like,
than Bam, man.
there's no way.
You-
I'm gonna realistically
I'll
put.
watch you over Bam.
Yeah, that's you though. Nobody else will. So I will put out of respect myself either C or B. Out of respect, I'll do B. But
Yeah.
personally think I'm down in like maybe a C tier. But I think I'm pretty happy with the list looking at it now. Like, I know a lot of people is gonna be controversial about a couple, like Bam, maybe even Imian. Imian is only down there because of the apparently faking a few videos. Maybe his content. Maybe he'd be a little higher up. I do like Imian. Like he's not terrible. Um, GB7X, he's still young. He has room to improve.
And maybe he's
Uh,
not doing sketchy shit, and maybe it's better.
Yeah, maybe he's learned
I
his
haven't visited
lesson.
his corner of the world in a minute.
Yeah. Green, if he would come back and he was still uploading, he'd be probably moved up.
Sinza
Trying to
could drop
like,
down to just stop already, but
see, I don't have your experience, and neither does everybody else. But I see what you would mean by where he'd be down there.
Major,
Major,
put
I
some more
like
effort in, and
Major.
you're gonna climb.
Yeah,
You're
your
gonna climb
last few
further.
videos, man. I don't know if you just don't have the Thrive and Arc anymore or whatnot, but you would
And
be up
that's
here.
fine.
Which, yeah, I get it, but at that point, just don't upload. Take a break, man. Do what you
Yeah.
gotta do.
Wait till your passion comes back.
Yeah, Mech OP.
Come back.
Yeah,
Just come
come
back.
back because I almost about to move you down to D because you ain't coming back.
Yeah, 6 months is too
Nookie.
long. Life
Nookie's
happens,
doing his
but
thing. I like Nookie. A Dizzy, all respect to Dizzy. He's a chill guy. I just don't think his content's the most
consistent.
insanely edited, and consistent is a key. He is not consistent right now. Chantico, you're playing with Zavi all the time. He's got good content. You're doing your thing recently. If you keep doing your thing, you'll be up here. Stick with the
Hey,
PvP videos and
I'm
stuff.
still just throwing shit on the wall to see what sticks with switching to
Yeah,
primarily
me.
PvP. So
Yeah, I'm gonna continue doing my thing, trying to upgrade my editing and content and all of that.
Bam, don't
Um,
yell. Just chill the fuck out,
Bam, yeah,
man.
bro. If you were to chill a
Go
little bit and wouldn't be screaming like a toddler,
go visit the
sometimes
dispensary
you
next time
could
before you record, man,
you
and just
could
relax.
you could make it up in the maybe A or maybe S someday if you just wasn't
Okay.
screaming.
Now,
Not S, no A maybe.
I
Maybe
would
up the top of B if you
if
would just
he could
stop
just
screaming.
if he could just chill out a little bit. And you know
Well,
what? To be fair, maybe he gets as many views and stuff as he does because he probably draws a wider fan base with that,
well,
right?
because of
Like
kids and
my
stuff, they
style's
think
not
it's
going to draw,
funny.
yeah, like
Yeah.
13 and 12-year-olds to my video,
Well, like
right?
I don't
Like
like
I'm going to
it.
pull that like 18 to like 60-year-old demographic, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
just
and so I
don't.
get that. It's your
I
thing, but it's not for me.
I just yeah, I feel like sometimes he'll die and then he'll cry or not cry, but like grown man cry and yell and stuff. It's a
Oh,
dinosaur game. This game is shit at times,
it's
but we all
the
still play
rage.
it. This game
Yeah.
is probably one of the worst games put together ever, but we're all still here. So it's like
It's
at
my
the end of the
favorite bad
day,
game.
yeah,
My
at the
favorite
end of the
bad game.
day, it's a dinosaur game. Don't cry about it. Don't scream about it. Like it is what it is. You would be a lot higher. And I do think his editing and everything's top tier, but at the same time, I got kids screaming and stuff in the background. I don't want to listen to Bam do it too. That's just my take. I
Here's
think
my two
everything else
biggest
is good, but yeah,
my
what's your
two biggest takeaways from actually completing this because we didn't like put this in order beforehand. This was just kind of our raw and edited thoughts. Clayman, best ARC YouTuber. How do you feel about that? Do you feel comfortable? Like that? Does that feel right with you? I don't disagree with it.
I think
But
I
that's what
think
we're
be
claiming. Right
okay.
now we're claiming Clayman is the best
Okay.
ARC YouTuber currently.
We're claiming he's the best to watch out of enjoyability, the best edited, the best put together, takes the time, and the man, like, he has a good voice. I'm a guy, I'll say it. He sounds
Oh, there's
good
nothing
while
wrong with
doing
that.
it.
He's got a
And
Curtis
like
also does. Zavi,
yeah,
Kishko, right?
like
Vindactor, all that whole top tier, all have very nice voices to listen to.
yeah, like they're enjoyable to watch. So like at the end of the day, I'm not saying Clayman's the best at PvP because he's not, but we'll do that on yours channel. I do think overall he's definitely up there. Now if some of these people would come back and they were still uploading like a Montage, a Get Jacked, a Kishko, they might be higher up.
Yeah,
But
Kishko, if honestly, if he still
he would be
was,
top of S if he was
he
consistent.
would, he would be S. He would be the best.
But yeah, I think
Uh,
overall the editing
honestly,
and stuff
Vin,
Clayman puts in, he's up there. Vindactor probably should be in front of Kishko right now, but also he's taking a break, it seems like
I would
too.
also,
So
I would also kind of just like share the top with Curtis as well. It's a different style, but I really enjoy it.
yeah, and I think they put more effort than Curtis, but Curtis, I don't know, his videos just come out like lit every time. Like they're really
But
good to
here's also the
watch. Like
question. Does more effort always translate to more enjoyability?
no, not at all. It's got to be
Because I
as
would say a lot
enjoyable
of
to
times I
person.
enjoy them the same. I would say like even Curtis and Xavi, I enjoy them the same. Xavi puts in a lot more editing
Hmm.
than Curtis does, but I enjoy them the same.
Yeah, I
So
think this is actually a pretty good list. I don't know how other people's gonna feel about it, but at the end of the day, now we can go do the PvP tier list on your channel. So this is gonna be the end of the day's video. If you guys do want to see the PvP tier list, go check out Fast Stuff's channel. It should be up there around the same time or probably a little after. But yeah, I mean, I think this is a good tier list. At the end of the day, it's our
it's
opinion.
solid.
So, and we didn't disagree on too much. I know you wanted a couple people lower. I
Yeah,
put a
we had
couple
our
people maybe a little higher, but it is what it is. I think overall it's pretty good. It's pretty in the middle, and
I think we're
I
pretty kind too. Most fell into the mid range, mid upper range.
yeah, and the people, some of the people in D tier, they would be higher up if they just put a little more effort. Like Major,
Yeah.
he'd be up there in C. But all right, well,
And hey,
like the
only
video.
only stop watching Twonks at the end of the day. Just
Yeah,
don't watch him.
just don't, just yeah, let's just
Don't
do
support
this.
him.
Like, oh, I can't scroll up no more. Okay, but yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's our opinion. Let me know you guys' opinions in the comments below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.